people are dumb. Dumbasses. Stupid parents trying to drop their kids off for college. I don't know how to drive.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm kind of caging it today. Yes, I'm wearing goofy sunglasses, etc., etc. I'm just heading out up somewhere for the evening. And it's kind of rainy and stuff. Didn't want to ride. It's also today's Wednesday. I'm recording it. Of course, you'll see it tomorrow when it's released. But recording it today because tomorrow, Thursday, I have some stuff going on that I won't be able to ride tomorrow and record a video. Dang it, lights. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and skip past to after this light. Alright, now I'm up to speed again. Hopefully you guys can hear me alright. I'm gonna mess with the audio just a little bit if I need to, but hopefully you can hear me. A couple things I want to talk about today. I want to talk a little bit more about what happened this weekend. Of course, hopefully you guys have seen my last video. If you haven't, check it out, because I had a wreck on my motorcycle over the weekend. But that's actually just one part of the story. A lot more happened this weekend than just me going down. And so I wanted to explain the rest of the story of what happened. And then also talk a little bit more about my vlogging structure now. So yeah, let's get started. Let's see. How's the light gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and skip again to after the light here. Alright, I'll go ahead and get up to speed first here on the interstate. So, what happened this weekend? On Saturday. So on Saturday, when I had my wreck, I was actually on my way to another group ride. Because we typically have rides every weekend. Sometimes I go to them, sometimes I don't, of course, depending on my schedule. But so I was on my way to a group ride. And I was, going through town on my way to the meeting spot where we all were going to meet. So, of course, the accident, my accident happened on the way, and after that, my knee was all scraped up and stuff like that, and so I wasn't going to keep on going and go to the group ride, of course. So I called the group leader and told her what happened and just said I wouldn't be there. So, okay, that's fine. I went back home and kind of just relaxed for the rest of the day at home. So then later that evening, I was on my group's page, the riding group's page online, and I found out that there was also an accident on the group ride that I was supposed to be on on Saturday. So I was like, oh crap, what happened, and then I read the details on what happened. And this is basically the story of it. The group was heading up through the mountains, on a normal mountain road, heading up towards a town up there that they were all going to. And apparently what happened is behind the group, down the mountain a little bit, there was an accident. And there were a car accident, and so, but that was behind the group. So what was going on is, I guess, coming down from town to the accident, there was an ambulance, with its lights on going to the accident, right? And so all of the traffic on the other side of the road where the group was all stopping, right, from the ambulance. And apparently they stopped fairly quickly. And so the group, as a group of, I think there were like 6 or 7 bikes. As a big group, or as a medium-sized group like that, they all had to stop. And from what I've heard, the first 2 bikes in the group were able to stop just fine, and all was good, right? And then, however, the 3rd rider in the group was not able to stop. And he has a big old Harley, well, not old, but a big Harley. Those are big, heavy bikes. And so he ended up going down. And so his bike actually slid forward and took out one of the 2 bikes in front that had already stopped. And so she was taken out, and from what I heard, she was kind of on the shoulder of the road. And so when the bike hit her bike, she just kind of dropped her bike sort of and went down. I guess her bike has a little bit of damage to it. But it's pretty minor and mostly cosmetic stuff. And her herself just had, I guess, like a sprained ankle and some bruises and stuff like that. So nothing major with her, right? However, the guy on the big Harley that went down, of course, he went down and hit the pavement hard, as you would expect when you're moving. However, he did not have a helmet on. And so this is one of those stories as to why you should wear a helmet. He went down hard. And I'm going to turn the heat down because it's hot. So he went down hard. And he hit his head on the pavement, of course. Well, what ended up happening is that from that little mountain road, he had to be airlifted by a helicopter down the mountains, out of the mountains to into town to a hospital. And it ended up that he had bleeding in his brain because he didn't have a helmet on. And of course, if he did have a helmet on, his injuries would be far less. Of course, you're still going to get injured when you go down, but it would have been a lot better, right? So he ended up having bleeding in his brain. And the next day, we kind of got an update about him. And he ended up going, that night after the wreck, he ended up going into emergency surgery. And they were able to kind of fix the problems and stabilize him a little bit. And they had to put him into an induced coma. And so that's how he is right now. He's still in pretty critical condition, of course, but he's stabled out a little bit, and he's doing better today. Of course, today's Wednesday, so it's been, 4 days since the wreck happened. And he's doing a little bit better today, but of course, it's going to be a long road of recovery and everything like that. And so actually, right now I'm on my way up north to a meeting with the rest of the riding group, so we can figure out how to help him out and excuse me, how to help him out and how to do some fundraising and help him out. It turns out he does have he is married and has I think a 2-year-old son, and of course he's in the hospital with a coma. So this story is not one to freak you out if you're new, you're looking into getting into riding. It's not supposed to scare you, but it is a story to tell. One of those stories to say, when you're out there, wear your gear, wear a helmet at least. The number one cause of motorcycle deaths is head injuries, and a lot of times that's because you're not wearing the person isn't wearing a helmet. So when you're out there, do wear a helmet, and things will be a lot better for you. if you do go down hard like this guy did, hopefully you'll come out in better shape. And like you saw in my story, or in my last video about my wreck, of course I didn't go down as hard as he did. I wasn't going at a high speed and stuff like that. But I still, my helmet still hit the ground and now has those scratches along the side of it. And so you learn from that you do indeed need to wear a helmet. And not wearing a helmet on a motorcycle and not wearing proper gear is one of the stupidest ideas, I think, personally. Of course, it varies between different people. Like, everyone has their different opinions on gear. But I personally think, at the very least, you wear a helmet, or you're going to end up in the hospital with a helmet. You know, like I said, that's not to scare you at all, but it is there to hopefully motivate you a little bit to wear a helmet when you're out there. So do that. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else about that story. Wow, there's a bunch of tires on the road. That tire got shredded for good. Anyways, sorry. The second half of this video, I just want to talk a little bit about. Ooh, there's the guy's tire that was around. Looks like oversized load. Yeah. Wow. Second thing I want to talk about in this video is my vlog structure. So, if you've watched me for a while, you've been a subscriber for a while, you'll know that, you know, the first 6 or 7 vlogs I've done here, I've done one a week. I've been trying to do, you know, one a week and think that's good. But I've been thinking that that's not enough. And I have gotten some feedback from people that that's not enough and that I should put out more than that. So I'm doing 2 vlogs a week now, or two videos. One every Monday and one every Thursday. And they're not always vlogs, of course. You'll see that some of them are writing videos and stuff like that. But I'm definitely planning to have at least 1 or at least 2 videos a week on Monday and Thursdays for the remainder of the riding season. Once the riding season's over, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll do like vlogs in my car or what, because of course it'll be snowing and all that sorts of things, all that stuff. And of course that is one thing with living in Colorado, you can't ride all the time. That's just the fact of how it is. And of course I want to ride as long as I can, but that's just how it is when you're here in Colorado. So yeah, I'm gonna get a video out to you guys every Monday and Thursday, at least for the next month or so, however long it dry. Injury-wise, I'm doing pretty good. My knee's healing up all right. Hopefully, this weekend I'll be back riding again, which means next Monday I'll be back on the bike again for you guys. So definitely watch out on Monday for me to be back on the bike again, because I really want to be back on the bike again. And of course, between my knee getting a little injured and my schedule this week, I couldn't be on the bike, this Thursday. I still wanted to get a video out to you guys, so hopefully you don't hate on me too much for Cajun today. Just how it is. Get around this freaking RV. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm done for today. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Yeah.